Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Chenos, and I'm here again making an assessment or checking out the progress on my students. This time, the project is called Visual Cash, and it's basically an application to manage your financial data while also giving you calculators and other tools that will help you see the future in general, of what are you spending and how would it look like if you were to buy a car, for example, and what is the impact to your account. So this is the main menu. In this case, um, it starts with a normal logo, Visual Cash. Not sure if this is the logo though. Then a basic slogan in Spanish, of course, because they are Spanish. Then it says new account. Okay, here, a very good thing they did is that it's uh, the label that is showing the information, it's always there. So you can put here test incremental, which is basically how many are you getting per year, per month. So I'm getting this much here, of course, at 4 zeros. Initial money, I will just put the 35 euros. And the main objective is to save money. Okay, so far this interface is good. But I see now a problem that you are noticing. You see here, this information, this hint or this cue is not working because it makes this button looks like you cannot click it. But in fact, you can do it. Here you will see that now. I created an account, but that shouldn't happen. Let's take a look again into Twitter. So in this case, I input all the information. As you can see, when something is kind of grayed out or semi-transparent in this style, it's meant to be used as a way to indicate the user that it's not clickable. Okay, this is the case of X, but it will be exactly the same in Google, Instagram, or whatever application. But the moment I fill something and everything is compliant, then you can see that the color changed, and now the indicator, um, it's clear, showing that you can click it, right? That's the point here. So that is something that they should be working on in the main menu. Okay, now let's see how far did they get. So it says no transactions yet. Tap plus to add one. Okay, not sure why it doesn't allow me to create a transaction. I guess it's booked or something. Yeah, because I remember that one of these application was not working just because it's like that. Okay, since this time it's not working, I will just basically show something from the review I made some days ago, which is basically this. So when they try to add a transaction, um, this good job, it's very clear. You know that you can add a transaction. The only thing that they should take an account is that in terms of language, okay, so clicking that button will then enable you, which show this pop-up, a transaction, you input information, save transaction, then you can see the transaction, okay? So right now you're just inputting the information. The only thing here is that this view is in English, but all the other views were in Spanish. So yeah, that's just something to look out for, especially because people will think that otherwise um, your product has no quality. Okay, Um, so yeah, you have to have a current language. So if you use Spanish for everything. If you use English for everything. But do not mix it in general, okay? And this case, it doesn't make sense to mix it. And also the buttons and everything else should also work, which in this case, it's not working either. So yeah, I think if I remember correctly, that the view of the add transaction of here, I literally picked this from Android Studio itself. I go exactly to the XML file because I remember them showing that. So I showed that. But either way, this is the progress so far. This is their first delivery. And they basically can create an account, create a transaction, and then see the list of transactions. That's what they got so far. And maybe the plus button, in this case, there's something that is not working yet, so they should fix that.